Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another weekly locals vlog. Today we will be piloting Zoro, the hardest deck to learn and pilot. Today we're playing against Katakuri. I start off going second, as you always want to do it against yellow. I play the Izo to search the Marco. My opponent doesn't have any turn one plays, and we're just getting out all the searches and really no whiffs here. I feel like this is Zoro favorite until turn 4 and 5, but Zoro needs to put on enough pressure on the Katakuri, and that's from my experiences. I don't know how you guys play the matchup, but I try clear Katakuri's board and just extract as much value, and she just plays down the Broly, not a Petal Spattle. Not a Peckham's, a Broly. Now, not the best strong turn. I swing for 6 here, and she takes. There might be a trigger. We don't know yet. But Zoro versus Katakuri is always a fun matchup, and he uses the Trasher Shadow Hoshi to summon Smoothie. And I use the Whitebeard Pirate to look for another Marco, 4-drop Marco, and I take that. All searchers have been hit, but yellow is just that type of thing. And I just play down the Gordon to set up my Marco play for next turn. Now, my opponent would need to commit a Strucin or at least a Thunderbolt, which is like kind of a lose-lose either way. But we're going to see what my opponent does. My opponent has 5 Dawn, and it's just really rough for the Katakuri, but I could see how Katakuri could win this matchup, especially with the post restriction. Also, folks, this is post restriction. I'm only running 1 Radical Beam and 1 4-drop Marco, by the way. And my opponent swings for 7 using Smoothie ability. Not the best, but gets a 7 down, which causes me to use the guard point. And we're gonna see what my opponent does here. Best bet is attach 1 Dawn with Katakuri, swing for 7, look at their own life to see what it is. I trigger another Whitebeard Searcher, and I've hit again with an Izo. And they're going to keep it at the top. Rest forward to play Cracker. What decides to play Sanji. I'm guessing not the best hand. No Pedospedos, no Cracker. And this makes me just be able to just swing right into the Smoothie. I do see that my opponent does have a Broly blocker, but we take 1 card on my opponent's hand, and that should just indicate what we want to do. If anything, what I should have done was use Gordon ability, then swing 2-2 with my swing 2-2 with my, or 3-3. Wait, is that 2-2? Yeah, I'll swing 2-2 with my Izos, then force more cards out of my hand, and I'll just play the 5-drop Marco just to blow it up. Because I could have blown up the Broly, or even better, the Sanji that turn. But I decided I was just too focused ahead, and that costed me a lot and a great opportunity. Really good to watch back these games, as I'm preparing for at least for a lot of tournament events coming up in August. I have Gen Con this Friday, and I have the Gen Con regionals on next week's Sunday. Now, my opponent does the Sanji ability, swing for 5. I think that's the wrong idea. Wait, not going to use leader ability. Okay, not Sanji ability. Swing 7, that's good. Kind of did a mistake. I feel like my opponent was going to take it. That's my fault. But we're going to keep it there. I search for Whitebeard Pirates, and it looks like I get another hit with a Jozu. I've hit every searcher this game, and that's pretty nutty. Plays the Daifuku down, and decides to pass turn. I have Fire Fist. Now, like I said, that Sanji swing could have been avoided, if anything. Like, if I decide to just not be fixated on one play, and it's just using the Marco to blow up the Smoothie, but instead swinging with 3s with Izo, I could have been better. Yep. But we'll see from here. Swing 6 to lead. Try and be as much. We're at least at 7 on left over. My opponent takes. I preemptively rest my Marco just in case. Oh, does it takes, but I swing for 7 again, blocks. Swings 5 to leader. Now I did this wrong. My swinging patterns are wrong actually, low key. I should swing 5 first with Izo, then with leader, then with Marco. Uses a 2K, plays down to Margota, swings for 7 again, 3 Dawn open. I'm gonna use the Fire Fist to trash that, and nothing on the board. Now this is super rough. My opponent has nothing on the board. I'm facing full board. It's looking kind of hopeless here for the Katakuri player. Like, super unlucky. No Pedos Pedos. The only trigger from life was a Shadow Hoshi, and it's just highly unfortunate for the Katakuri player. But I've been playing this matchup a lot against my brother, and it's just there's ways that Katakuri can win. There is ways. And swing 7 into the Izo. And look at the top life. And leave it there. Nothing else you can do. It's looking super rough. I think rest 4. Uses Soul Focus. I'm just gonna trash my life. That's an interesting card. I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect that to be a thing, and I just trashed my life here doing that. And uses in pudding. I don't know, rest of 1 Dawn, look for pudding. Probably looking for a Hikaku Sovereignty to get more counters out of hand. We will see here. And I can't see what is that. We're gonna see it up ahead. Never mind, but it looks like a Katakuri to me. Hopefully it's not. Now it's real simple here. We swing for base value 5, 5, 5. I do need to play around. I swing 7 here with Izo. Not having any Magadas or anything. 7 to lead. Debating to either use the Ikaku Sovereignty. I do not know. Takes. So if there's a trigger, there's the Pedo Sparrow. And use. Trash is one of the events that I do not know about. So very interesting Katakuri deck. Nothing like I've seen before. See, I should have initially started by swinging off 5 here to see what happens. Looking to either use Ikaku, but Ikaku for a 5k swing, that's a win in my book. Okay, uses the 6, swings for 7. Uses Ikaku Sovereignty, swings for 7 again, and that is game. Highly unfortunate as 2 dead cards. It's just Zoro was managed to take over the board, and really Katakuri didn't get lucky at this point. But we take round 1 going 1-0. We're gonna be heading into round 2, and it'll be a mirror match against my good friend Jeff. Really good player. So let's go catch right up right now. Folks, we're getting to round 2. Zoro versus Zoro, aka Bird Gap. He wins the dice roll, playing out the buggy, and it's looking good so far to Zoro. It's also Bird Gap and Buggy Gap. Takes the Whitebeard Pirates. I also answer with a Curly the Dawn, taking up an Izo and putting it back. Pass turn, pretty simple, pretty standard for Zoro versus Zoro. It is favored whoever goes first, because you get to play down your 5-drop Marco first. But he decides to play the Whitebeard Pirates before attacking and collects the Jozu. Plays another Whitebeard Pirates. That's an insane hand, having 2 Whitebeard Pirates, and takes a Vista. So we don't know that happens. And actually not a strong turn, to be honest. Swings for 6 here, and I take life. Not developing the board, as I'm about to develop the board more insanely. Debating to either tap the Dawn, deciding what I want to play first. Building answer, I play Izo to look for the 5-drop Marco, and I find a Fire Fist. That's highly unlucky. I'm probably bust out a Zoro, then I pass. That's good turn for here. I develop my board by 2 more characters. He swings 5. He's probably gonna play his own 5-drop Marco. I think I should have countered out of there, to be honest. One thing I started noticing in my games that I drop down to 3 life too easily. I should defend sometimes, and he's just gonna play his 5-drop Marco, I believe. Yeah, 5-drop Marco to blow up Izo. Good choice. Then I'm probably gonna answer it back with my own 5-drop Marco. Okay, uses the Otama to use Fire Fist and the trash another Fire Fist, destroying the buggy and the bird. He's pitching down a guard point, and I'm just swinging straight into the bird. Tosses a Magada, swings again at the bird, causing him to use more counters. Waste one for buggy and find a Whitebeard Pirates. Honestly, looking back at it, I kind of don't like this list, and I might be changing it. Depends on how I perform tomorrow. But we take 2 cards. I'm not going to defend that Zoro. Swing 7 to it. He's probably going to play his Vista here where he searched for. And it's just, the Zoro mirror is really who has the 5-drop Marco. So he has such a big advantage because he has his own 5-drop Marco. And he picked up a, if he really wanted to, he just plays another 5-drop Marco. Swing 7 to lead. I have to counter out here as I'm going to be at 2 life, but I take it no trigger as he Vistas, plays a buggy, and he rebuilds his board. See, such a strong turn turns out not so good, and he picks up the guard point. Really unfortunate that I have not played a 5-drop Marco. I'm already behind. Swing 6 again at the bird. Now Marco's really sticky as Zoro has a lot of events to trash and get rid of. I don't know, folks. Do you like having Vista? I feel like Vista is just a downgraded version of of course it is a downgraded version, but when the turns you be playing Vista, you could be playing different. You could playing other characters. You could be playing the Don, the buggies, more 1-drops. I guess you can clear the buggies, which is kind of understandable. It swings 6 to the Marco, not to lead, hoping for him to pitch more cards. And I'm already losing the battle because oh, there's a little mistake here as he lets the Marco die, but I remember he has an event in hand. I think it was a kind of mistake. I know he was going to pitch that, but it was a mistake on both of our parts. I should have just waited to see what he does, and I played on the Zoro. Strong turn again. Like these Zoro mirrors, it's really whoever could. It's a flip-flop, really. Swings 5 to Curly the Don. Understandable. And let's see if he's going to clear my board here. Uses Fire Fist to get rid of guard point and that. Okay, so kind of works out for his in favor. I guess he maybe wanted to save the Fire Fist. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Maybe he wanted to save the Fire Fist. Tosses 2 cards out of his hand. I have no board. This game's all about board control. And he swings for 8. Then I counter out again. Now this is my turn to answer back to the board. But the difference is I'm at 2 life. He's at 3. Swing 6 into Vista. I'm going to play a 5-drop Marco. Then I'm going to rest. I still have I don't know if I pitched the Jozu, but I'm going to rest. Keep fluggling with my Dawn. I play a Magada, but not so good turn. Having it back. Just having bodies on the board, as he's probably going to try a swing at my life. Now I think the best bet is you have to threaten life. He swings 9k to lead. I use guard point and a 2k to protect myself. He plays his own Curly the Don. And it's a whiff. And 2 cards in hand, 4 open Dawn. There's nothing much really to just to go for game, but he has 4 life still. Plenty of opportunity. He is fine. He was targeting my life, and I wasn't really countering out early on, which is kind of my fault as the video frame freezes, but he takes the 2nd life. He's at stuff. 2 life. I'm going to swing 8 to lead. Let's hope he uses Radical and a Machino, or swing 9 to lead. He uses Radical and Machino. And I just gotta pray to God he doesn't have any Zoros, Rush Zoros, which we haven't seen yet. Swing 6 to Marco. He's going to swing 6 to Marco again. Me pitching a card. He's going to swing. There's the Rush Zoros. This is where I'm debating if should I protect it. And he has the second one. Highly unfortunate. Unless I top deck a Rush Zoro here, there's nothing much else I can do. Which I'm going to tell you right now, I did not top deck a Rush Zoro. Swing 7 to lead, hoping for no trigger. Then I swing 7 again. Because I know he has one 4-drop Marco. And if I had the Rush Zoro here, that would be game. But I did not take it. He has 5 swingers on board. It's pretty easy what's going to happen here. And my friend Jeff takes it. A lot of mistakes by me, honestly. I think I saw the 5-drop Marco really late. And it's just highly unfortunate. He just jams here, and it's pretty much GG's. But we take the loss here. I just love Zoro mirror matchups. It's fun, and I don't know. I just really, it's just unfortunate that he had 2 Rush Zoros. Maybe no, because I don't know. Because if I let the Marco die there, then he just targets my Magoda. My best bet would probably be just swinging 7, but we don't know if he's going to get Rush Zoro. There's probably a bunch of mistakes earlier I did on, but pretty good game. And yeah, we'll be getting on to round 3. Okay, folks, then we're here for round 3. Zoro versus Law. This is Zoro favored, and especially the hand you could see right now. I start off with 2 buggies. And we're gonna keep it as normal speed, as it's gonna end quickly, sadly. Plays buggy, searches, and I whiff completely. Highly unfortunate, but still having down buggy as a character is still good. And I was gonna say if I was gonna whiff for the second time in a row with buggy. If I don't, I get the Whitebeard Pirates, and I pass my turn. Even though they weren't the best events, still being able to develop the buggies was really important here. As you can, as buggy is basically the bane of Law, and there's only really one way. And my opponent searches up a Beige off of life, not off of life, off of Bonnie. I take it, trigger Whitebeard Pirates. That takes a thing, and I take 5-drop Marco on the better cards for this game. Uses 2 Dawn to play, I'm guessing, Curly the Dawn. No, double blocker. Debating to drop the Chopper, but decides to drop another Bonnie, which is fine with me. We draw into our 3rd buggy. Now, if I was the Law player, I would also be frustrated here, because you're about to see this, folks. I played on buggy. I'm searching for an event, and I take Fire Fist. Okay, this is bad news. If you're the Law player, this is really bad news, as I have all the characters on board that I need to win the game, and I played on the Rush Zoro, not even using it. And this is looking pretty rough into the Law. He has to swing into me. Can't really swing into buggy unless he wants to use the Bonnie search. Searches with Bonnie. And he takes a Rush Zoro. Okay, that's a good one there. Takes Rush Zoro. Gonna have 4 more Dawn left. Can't really shambles this turn. If anything, swing 5 lead. Then if he does have the Brook, play the Brook starter Zoro, or Brook Zoro, maybe swing 5 again. Yep, plays down the Brook, but plays down the starter Zoro. Now, this is going to be really rough here, as my opponent saw that I did search Fire Fist last turn, and I'm pretty much just gonna fire fist him this game. Swings 3 into Bonnie. That dies. My board's super insane, but I only have 3 life. Now, this is I'm a law player myself, and I believe that sometimes this ignoring the board as a Zoro player, or ignoring the board against Zoro, is the best thing to do. I swing 6 to lead again. Counters with Makino, swing 6 to lead again. Blocks with Beige. And here's the... this is why people stop playing Law, because the Fire Fist, and I Fire Fist his entire board. Super unlucky. There's nothing... I don't know, it's just super hard for Law to play. Especially if there's a buggies and anything. I guess he could chase Zoro here, but he shakes my hand and decides to call it scoops here. He's also one of my friends too. Real good guy, real cool player, and it's just really unfortunate that I just drew better, as you can see, with all those buggies and Zoro and the Fire Fist. Nothing much he can do to come back from there, but I think that was one of my best opening hands I've ever had. And yeah, highly unfortunate game. I wish I could have showed more gameplay of the Law versus Zoro, as I still think Law can win. Law can win this matchup. It is possible for Law to win this matchup, but it's just going to be really hard, especially with all that Fire Fist. But folks, we'll be heading on to round 4, and that was it for round 3. And folks, we are here for round 4. I'm playing Zoro versus Captain Eustace Kid. Now, again, this is Captain Kid favored, I believe, as if you can control the board, starve out the Zoro from his resources, play down the film version 2 is pretty good, and Kid's just a really good deck into Zoro, and I just play 3, rush Zoro, then rest it. Now I'm playing against my good old friend Alvin. If you guys remember him from my box opening video, it's the same person as I play down the Brook Usopp. Really strong combo, Captain Eustace Kid, nothing else to do. Play no power, drop Marco, swing 5 to lead. He's debating either to take it. Maybe he does, but I pass, leaving him to swing at my life. Now, he could either develop board here, or he swings 5 to lead. I'll just pitch a 2K. Swings 6 to lead, 6 to lead again. I take. He rests 4 to play rush, played out 4 cost Zoro. Now this is really good for me. I could now just chase into the Usopps, the Brooks, and everything like that. Uses Narconer. I swing 7 into one of them. Okay, uses another counter. I swing 7 again. Now this is a big loss for swings 8 into the Brook. Now it's a big loss for the Kid player because he just wasted 4 cards, when in reality it's just rough right there. Then he has to either answer my board or go to my face. I whiff the Whitebeard Searcher. I might take that out, honestly. I've been whiffing with that a lot lately. It's not even that good. Swings 5 into my Zoro. I'm just gonna let it die. No point in protecting it. Swings 7 to life. Or to my Marco? Not too sure. Swings again, but has 7 Dawn, I believe. Actually, this restands leader. Swings 8 into the Marco, trashing my 7-drop Luffy, and my friend just came back just recently, and he forgot, he doesn't know the Marco ability, so I just he knows I could just pitch at an event, and yeah, that's highly unfortunate for him here, as yeah, that just happens. Maybe that probably did change what he could have done. I swing 6 into the Zoro here, asking for 1 card. Then I'm probably going to swing again for a 2K counter, getting as much knowledge out of him. Uses another 2K to get out, He has one card in hand. He uses it again, lets it die, swings 6 to lead. Barely have any cards in hand, and I pass. Now, I realize one thing I need to utilize, I believe, is Mild Thomas. He uses Nami effect, search top 3. Grabs another 7-drop Luffy, which is pretty good, I believe. I don't know if he had a 7-drop Luffy in his hand or that. Swing 6 into Marco, pitching another Fire Fist, or pitching an Otama to bring him back. Trashes a card, swings 6 into Zoro, and I pass. He passes. 2 down open, 2 life. Rolling dice here, swings 5 to lead once again. Asking for a 1k counter, maybe a Punk Gibson. Takes life, no triggers, swings 7 to lead. Now this is super rough for the kid player, as he really didn't know about the Marco ability, which was a big advantage, because instead of swinging so big into the Marco, he could have just been developing board instead. Swing 7, uses 2 cards, then I play my own 5-drop Marco, securing for another win. Maybe I could have went full jam. I probably can. 7 plus 5, was that 13k? I could have. No, that's 11. 7 plus 5 is 11. I mean, I think he was hovering Punk Gibson, but he has to go for game here. I think I just jammed there. No, I do have one open on. I'm thinking I was afraid of the clapback, because I feel like he could, 2 cards that I had, yeah. I was just afraid he could kill me. Not going to use Nami effect. Swings 5k. I think that's a mistake. And yeah. It's highly unfortunate that this is my friend's local, first time locals back, but he is 2-1. So he did good. He's doing good. And highly unfortunate that I've been playing longer than him, as we could see some difference, but there's still a way for kid to come back here. Actually, I think I can't tell if I have 3 or 2 life, but he swings 8 into the Marco. I just let it die there. There's no really point in protecting. I don't have events, and that should indicate to him that I think I do have an event though. But for card knowledge, he should think that I don't have a event in hand. Or because what I'm thinking is, yep, I think he should have went for game, but he plays down the blocker killer into with 1 Dawn, keep 4 Dawn open. Swings 9 to leader, is gonna block with the killer, draws a card, yep. Swings for game, Punk Gibson, Bonnie, and that is game. GG's to my friend Alvin as we go on to 3-1. Super unfortunate. Really fun locals here out in Hawaii, and always a pleasure to play with my friends and everything like that. But that's pretty much it for this short little vlog. It's not a vlog anymore. I kind of want to go back to doing those type of vlogs, but we don't know yet. We'll see. Folks, I have 5 events in August, and I signed up for 4 events in October, and I'm going to Pasadena in September. A lot of One Piece content going to be coming out of me, and I just been grinding the game a lot. Probably going to main Zoro until set 4. I kind of want to play Law, but Zoro just heartbeats Law, and yeah. Well, folks, if you did enjoy this videos and all that stuff, don't forget to leave a comment and like and subscribe. Enjoy, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. See ya.